The skyscraper in the city center is typically a hub of activity. However, one ordinary morning, a sharp alarm suddenly rang out, shattering the peace. Building security discovered that a financial company on the top floor had been burglarized. The safe had been broken into, and important documents worth millions, along with some cash, were missing. Private Detective David White quickly arrived at the scene. The office doors and windows were intact, and the safe only showed slight scratches, indicating the perpetrator had been skilled. I deduced that this was most likely an inside job, carried out by someone familiar with the building's security systems. The investigation began with reviewing the security footage, but there was a several-minute blackout during the time of the crime. When I asked the security staff, they informed me that the system had briefly malfunctioned the night before, and a repairman named Jack Brown had been called in to fix it. My instincts told me Jack was highly suspicious. Upon further investigation, I discovered that Jack had been facing financial difficulties, providing him with a strong motive. When I confronted him, he nervously avoided eye contact and seemed anxious, but he insisted he had nothing to do with the crime. Trusting my experience, I felt there was more to the story, and decided to dig deeper into his movements. I found out that Jack had met with a mysterious person near the building on the night of the crime. After reviewing footage from nearby stores, I was able to identify the mysterious individual, Tom Green, a former employee of the financial company. Piecing the clues together, I formulated a theory. Tom, resentful after being fired by the company, knew the safe's combination. Jack, in dire financial straits, was lured by money and conspired with Tom. Using his position as the repairman, Jack gave Tom the opportunity to break into the office and steal the documents. Without wasting time, I immediately contacted the police, and we moved to arrest both suspects. When we found them, Jack and Tom were preparing to flee with the stolen goods. Under police interrogation, their psychological defenses crumbled, and they confessed to the crime. It turned out that Tom had planned the theft as revenge against the company, while also seeking to make money, and Jack had assisted him in exchange for a way out of his financial troubles, using his access during the repair to facilitate the crime. With the case solved, the office building returned to its usual routine. Reflecting on the entire investigation, every detail and every deduction was vivid in my mind. By using my skills in reasoning, I unraveled the mystery, and I felt a deep sense of accomplishment, strengthening my resolve to continue seeking the truth and upholding justice.